Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 26th of February 2022. The day is Saturday, and right now I am with the 11th Cambridge class, and the subject we are studying is DMaths 4024. Today we have set our hearts to solve a paper 1, and we have selected October November 2021 and Maths 4024 1 paper. This paper 1 belongs from the zone 1, or you can call it the variant 1. In the paper 1, the time allowed to solve this paper is 2 hours, and the calculator is not allowed in this paper. So let's start this paper. And before starting this paper, I will like to specially thanks my student Mina Kiyum, because this paper has been solved on the paper by her, and then I have made the PowerPoint presentation from that solved paper. So special thanks to Mina Kiyum. So let's start today's paper. And October, November 2021, 1 paper. This is Cambridge Assessment International Education, Cambridge O Levels, paper 1, and the time allowed is 2 hours. And the scientific calculator is not allowed in this paper. So let's start this paper. Okay, the first question coming up, very simple. Two fractions are given and you have to subtract them. Whenever the fractions are given and you want to subtract them, you need to make their denominator same, or you can take their LCM. So in the case of addition and subtraction, you have to do this. Okay, so let me show you my answer, and here we go. So the question number 1, and we took the LCM. So you will have 7 minus 2 divided by 8. The LCM is 8 basically. So 7 minus 2 will be 5. 5 divided by 8 is the answer. So that's the first part. Okay, so let's go to the next part. The next part is, here you have two fractions, decimal fractions, and they are multiplying with each other. So there are two techniques. Either you can multiply them directly with each other, or you can remove these decimals. For example, 0.08 will be 8 by 100, and 0.2 will be 2 by 10. And then you can multiply. The numerator will multiply with the numerator, and denominator will be multiplied with the denominator. So let me show you my answer. Okay, so here we go. So here we have. So these are the two techniques. Either you can use this method, or you can use this method. Normally I go with this method. So 8 by 100 multiplied 2 by 10. So 16 by 1000. So from the right side, move 3 steps to the left and put the decimal. So the final answer will be 0.016. Hopefully you understand. So let's move to the next part. And before we go there, let's check our answers. I can show you the marking scheme as well. The marking scheme is coming up on your screen. So here we go. So our answers are right. So next question. This is question number 2 showing up on your screen. He says, here we go. Write these numbers in order of the size, starting with the smallest number. So remember this 3 by 4. This fraction is a very famous fraction. 3 by 4 means 0.75. This is 0.83. This 17 by 20. The technique is very simple. Multiply upstairs with the 5, downstairs with the 5. This will become 100, and this will become 85. And 85 by 0.85, it will be 82% means 82 by 100, and that will be 0.82, and this is 0.8. And then I will be able to compare them, and then I can write their order. So basically they ask us to starting from the smallest. Okay. So let me show you how this is done. Okay. So question number 2 showing up on your screen. You see 3 by 4, 0.75, and 17 by 20 is 0.85. 22% means 0.82, and the last number is 0.8. So the smallest of them will be this one. This is the smallest, so 3 by 4. Then you will have 0.8, and then you have this one. This is 82%, and then you will have this one, and that is 0.83, and then you will have 0.85, and that is 17 by 20. I hope you understand how we have arranged them, and let me show you uh, in the marking scheme. So here we go. The marking scheme is showing up on your screen. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The question number 3 coming up on your screen. It says work out 45% of the 30. 45% of the 30 means 45 divided by 100 multiplied 30. So let me show you how this is done with the technique. So here we go. So 45 by 100 multiply 30, 0, 0 cancelled. So you will have, you multiply 33 with the 45, that will be 135 by 10. So by 10 means move the decimal one step to the left. So you will have 13.5%, 13.5%. So that's the answer. So let's check the answer, 13.5%. Okay, so our answer is right. Okay, so move to the next question. Here we go. He says shade one more small square so that the diagram has a rotational symmetry of the order 4. So this is like the blades of a fan. For example, if you can see the fan right above me, it has a rotational symmetry of order 3. It has 3 blades. So here in the diagram, the figure which you have, here you have the order of rotational symmetry 4. So this fan will have 4 blades. So you can see one blade is here, the other blade is here, third blade is here. So the fourth blade will be here. So shade this one. The order of rotational symmetry 4, it should have 4 blades, and that blade will be here. This is one blade, second blade, third blade. So this one will be the 4th blade. So let me show you. Okay. So here you can see that we have shaded this square, and this makes this figure of the rotational symmetry of order 4. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so let's move to the next part. And before going there, let me show you. Okay, so this one has been shared. This is the marking scheme. Okay, so let's go to the next part. He says shade, this is one mark question. He says shade 2 more small squares so that the diagram has 2 lines of symmetry. So you want 2 lines of symmetry. So if you shade this one, if I draw a line of symmetry like this, so I need to shade this one and this one, I think. So then you will have this line of symmetry and this line of symmetry. Okay, so let me show you my solution, then I will discuss that how this is shaded. So here we go. So the line of symmetry, this is one of the line of symmetry. Line of symmetry is a line which divides the diagram into 2 equal parts and exactly same diagrams. And when you fold them along that line of symmetry, so the shaded should be match on the shaded, and the white portion should match on the white portion. These are the 2 tests for a line to be the line of symmetry. Okay, so this will be the line of symmetry. Okay, and then this will be the line of symmetry, and this will not be the line of symmetry. Okay, so one is along this diagonal, the other line of symmetry is along this diagonal. This is question number 2, question number 4, and it's B part. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so question number 4, B part is done. Let's have a look at the marking scheme. So this is the marking scheme showing up on your screen. So question number 5. Question number 5 says simplify 3a minus a plus 2a. So all of them are, they have the variable a. So it's a very simple question of the algebra. So you simply need to add and subtract them. So we add their coefficients. So 3 minus 1, it will be 2, and 2 plus 2, that will be 4. So the final answer will be 4a. That's question number 5. Let me show you. Okay, so I think missed the 5th one. Okay, so hopefully you understand. I have missed that slide. So if you wait for a minute, I can show you. Okay, so you can see question number 5, 3a minus a plus 2a. So it will be 3a plus 2a, it will be 5a minus a, it will be 4a. So this is how you will solve this question. So let me show you from the marking scheme. What is the answer? 4a is the final answer. Okay. So let's go to the question number 6. Here we have question number 6 coming up on your screen. He says they say that ABC is a triangle, and with the AC equals to 5 centimeter, BC equals to 7 centimeter. So this is question number 6. The triangle ABC is a triangle with the AC equals to 5 centimeter and the BC is equal to 7 centimeter. Using ruler and compass only, construct the triangle ABC. Side AB has been drawn for you already. Okay, so here let me reduce the size. So this is that side AB and it is already drawn. And what you will do, you will open your compass 5 centimeter. Put the needle of the compass here. And technically, we say that take A as the center of the arc and draw arc here, okay, of the 5 centimeter radius. Then you will open your compass 7 centimeter. Put the pin of the compass at the B, and technically we say taking B as the center of that arc, draws arc of 7 centimeter here, where these two arcs will intersect each other. That will be the point C. Join that point C with A and join that point C with B. So let me show you. Oh, here we go. So that's the first step, taking A as a center, draw an arc like this. Then take this 5 centimeter radius arc. Then take the B as the center, draw an arc of 7 centimeter. This is that arc where these two arcs intersect each other. That is the point C. That's the point C. Join it with the A and then join it with the B. So this is how you will make that triangle. So let's move to the next question. And the next part of this question, he says, using a straight edge and compass only, construct the perpendicular bisector of the AB, and a point W lies inside the triangle ABC. The point W is closer to A than to B. On your diagram, shade the region in which the W lies. Okay, so let me show you. We have to draw the perpendicular bisector. Here we go. You have to draw the perpendicular bisector of the AB. Put the compass here and the needle of the compass here. Open it more than half of the AB. Put an arc here. Put an arc here. Then take A as the center. Draw an arc here. Draw an arc here. Then join these 2 points with each other. This is your perpendicular bisector. Then he said the point is nearer to A and it is inside the triangle. So we will shade that region inside the triangle, and nearer A, that's the region which you have to shade. I hope that you have understood this question. This question was from the Lacas. Okay, so let's go to the next part. So let me show you the marking scheme. This is the marking scheme, and our question is 100% perfect. So let's go to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is this one. He says evaluate 4 raised to power 0, 4 raised to power 0. Any number which is 4 is raised to power 0, its answer will be 1. For example, here we have 4 raised to power 0, its answer will be 1. Then we have the B part. He says m raised to power 5 multiply m raised to power 3. So because their bases are same and they are multiplying with each other, when you multiply bases are same, the powers will be added. So you will have m raised to power, in the power you write 3 plus 5 and m raised to power 8. This is how you will do this. Let me show you. I have done this question. Okay, so here we go. So 4 raised to power 0 will be 1 and m will be m raised to power 5 multiply m raised to power 3. That will be m raised to power 5 plus 3 plus 5, and that will be m raised to power 8. This is how you do this question. So let's move to the next question. And first of all, let's check the marking scheme. So our answers are right, 7A and 7B. Okay, so let me go to the next question. He says question number 8 coming up on your screen here. Here we go. Question number 8 is showing up on your screen. He says, write 6300 meter in kilometers. You know, in 1 kilometer, there are 1000 meters. So if you want to convert kilometer into meters, you have to divide, you have to 6300 meter. You want to convert it into kilometers, you have to divide with 1000. So when you will divide with 1000, here we go. So 6300 divided by 1000, the zeros will be cancelled. So 63 by 10, the decimal will move 1 step to the left. So you will have 6.3 kilometer. 6.3 kilometer. So the next question coming up on your screen is the B part. In the B part, he says, convert the 1 centimeter square to millimeter square. So, you know, in 1 centimeter, there are 10 millimeters. But here we have square, so square both the sides. So 1 centimeter square will be equals to 100 millimeters square. So if you want to convert centimeter square into millimeter square, centimeter square is a bigger unit and millimeter square is a smaller unit. So when you convert a bigger unit into smaller unit, you multiply. So you will multiply it with 100. So let me show you the solution. So 1 centimeter square to millimeter square, you will have to multiply with 100. So 1 multiply 100, it will be 100 millimeter square. Okay. So let's check the answers first of all. Yeah, question number 8, A and B part, our answers are right. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is, he says, it's a 2 marks question. The interior angle of a regular polygon is 156 degrees. Find the number of sides of this regular polygon. You remember the internal angle of the regular polygon. We can find the internal angle of a regular polygon. The formula is internal angle is equal to 180 bracket n minus 2 bracket close divided by n. So let me show you the solution. So internal angle is 156. The formula for the internal angle is 180 bracket n minus 2 divided by n. 156 will be equal to 180 n minus 360 divided by n. So that n will go to the other side, to the left side. So you will have 156 n equals to 180 n minus 360. So 156 n minus 180 n equals to minus 360. So minus 24 n equals to minus 360. Minus minus will be cancelled. So n will be equal to 360 divided by 24 and n will be 15. So this polygon whose internal angle is 156 degrees has 5 sides. It's a 5-sided polygon. So let me show you the marking scheme. 15 is the right answer, sir. So next question coming up on your screen is question number 10. He says, it's a 3-mark question. He says, a triangle has one angle of 55 degrees. The other 2 angles in the triangle are in the ratio 3:2. Calculate the size of the smallest angle in the triangle. So from the sum of the internal angles of a triangle are 180. So from 180 subtract the 55. The remaining angle, that will be those 2 angles who are in the ratio 3:2. So let me show you how this is done. And okay, so one angle is 55, the ratio is 3:2. These are the other 2 remaining angles. So sum of the 2 angles will be 180 minus 55, 125. So the second angle will be, the ratio divided by the sum of ratio multiply the total. So 3 by 5 multiply 125 equals to 75 degrees. The third angle will be 2 by 5. Its ratio is 2 and the sum of ratio is 5. Multiply and the total angle of those 2 is 125. So 2 by 5 multiply 125 and that will be 50. So the smallest angle, there are three angles, 55, 75, and 50. So the smallest angle will be 50 degrees. The smallest angle will be 50 degrees. So this is how you do question number 10. So let's check the marking scheme. So 50 is the smallest angle. Let's look at 50. Yeah, our answer is right. Okay, so now we are on question number 11. Question number 11 is coming up on your screen. He says, by writing each number correct to one significant figure, estimate the value of this expression. Okay, so we have to round them off to one significant figure, and we have to estimate actually. So this 58.62 means 60, 32.5 means 30, and 0.126 means 0.1. So then I will do the calculation. Let me show you how this calculation is done. And here we go. So it will be 60 and downstairs it will be 30 multiplied 0.1. So 30 and 60 can be cancelled. So 2 divided by 0.1. Remove the decimal of 0.1. Upstairs I will write 10. In the place of decimal I put 1. And after the decimal, for example, here there is one digit. So I will put 10 upstairs. So 2 multiplied 10 divided by 1, and that will be 20. So that is how you do question number 11. Question number 11, let's have a look at the marking scheme. So the final answer is 20. Our answer is right. Okay. So let's go to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 12. Solve the simultaneous equation. Show all your working. 2x minus y equals to 12 and 7x plus 3y equals to 29. It's a 3-mark question and a very simple question of simultaneous. You can make either the x same, the coefficients of the x same in both the triangle, both the equation, sorry, and or you can make the coefficients of y same in both the equation. If you want to make the y same, you have to multiply the first equation with the 3 and simply add these two equations, and y will be gone and you will have the value of the x. So let me show you how this is done. Let's see how we have done this. Okay. Okay. So equation number 1, you multiply it with the. So Mina has taken the other part. She has found the value. She is going to use the substitution method. In the substitution method, from the first equation, I will find the value of the y. So y will be gone to the right side. So you will have 2x minus 12 equals to y. This value of the y I will put in the second equation. I will substitute the y with this value. In the second equation, so you will have 7x plus 3 bracket. In the place of y, I will put 2x minus 12. So equals to 29. So you will have 7. You will have 7x plus 6x minus 36 is 29. Take this minus 36 to the other side. So you will have 13x equals to 29 plus 36. So x will be equal to 65 divided by 13. So x will be equals to 5. So once you have the value of the 5, a value of the x, put that value of the x in this third equation. So you will have y equals to 2 into 5 minus 12. That's 10 minus 12, and that will be minus 2. So it means the value of the x is 5 and the value of the y is minus 2. So let's have a look at the marking scheme, 5 and minus 2. So our answer is right. Okay, so let's go to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 13. So we have to reduce the size. That's the question number 13. Here we have the triangle A. Here we have the triangle B. The first question they are asking is, describe fully the single transformation that maps the triangle A onto the triangle B. Okay, if you look at the triangle A and the triangle B, the triangle A is the object and the triangle B is the image, and you can see that the size of the triangle has not changed, the orientation of the triangle has not changed, and so it means that its translation. And if you want to find out the column vector which represents the translation, the method is very simple. Take the same, for example, I take a prime from the vertex of the image, and you take the same point in the object, and you subtract from each of them the coordinates, their coordinates. Subtract the coordinate of the object from the image, and you will get the translation matrix. Okay, so for example, this one is it is. Another method is you can count how much on the x you have moved and how much on the y you have moved. For example, this point is in the object and its corresponding point is here in the image. So check how much you have moved on the x and how much you have moved on the y. For example, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have moved 5 steps to the left. So it's -5, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you have gone 4 steps upwards. So it's +4. So -5 and 4. Upstairs you write x, downstairs you write the y value. So let me show you that answer. Okay, so here we go. So this is a translation by the matrix, and the translation matrix is -5, 4. -5 because you moved 5 steps to the left on the x-axis, and you have moved 4 steps upward on the y-axis. So this is how you describe that. Okay. So then in the next question, they say, in the next part, I mean, they say a triangle A is mapped onto triangle C by an enlargement center 0, -1 and scale factor 2. Draw triangle C. Okay, so let me show you. So the center of the enlargement is 0, -1. So put a dot here and join this dot with the vertices of the object. For example, here, draw these lines, make them long. Okay. Join the center of enlargement with the vertices of the object and make the lines. Then measure how much is the distance from the center of enlargement to this vertex. And for example, this is 3 squares. So because your scale factor is 2, you multiply that distance with the 2, you get 6. So from the center of the enlargement on the same line where you find 6 squares distance, put a dot there. For example, with the help of the scale, measure how much is this distance, and then multiply this distance with the 2. And starting from the center of enlargement, measure wherever this distance is completed, put a dot here. Then measure the distance of this vertex from the center of the enlargement, and whatever that distance is, multiply it with the 2. And then starting from the center of enlargement along the same line where that distance is, put a dot. So then join these 3 dots, and that is the enlargement. So this is your image C. It's a 2-mark question. Hopefully you have understood that how this enlargement is done. Okay, so let's have a look at the 6, -1, 6, -5, and 4, -5. These are the vertices of that image. So hopefully you understand. Question number 14. He says express 60 as the product of its prime factors. Okay, so we have to express 60 as the factors of its prime factors. That's a 2-mark question, a very famous and easy concept. And let me show you how this is done. And here we go. Okay, so the next question. So you divide with 60 with the 2, you get 30. Divide 30 with 2, you get 15. 15 divided by 3 will be 5. 5 divided by 5 will be 1. Here the rule is that you divide with the smallest possible prime number only. Okay, so 60 will be equals to 2 square into 3 into 5. So this is how you do question number 14, and it's A part. Okay, so let's move to the next part. He says it's a 3-mark question. So let me reduce the size so you can see the whole question. Okay. He says a school buys packs of pens and packs of ruler. There are 60 pens in each pack of pen, and there are 42 rulers in each pack of ruler. The school wants to buy exactly the same number of pens and rulers. So work out the smallest number of each pack the school should buy. The smallest number of each pack the school should buy. And the one rule they have told us that the number of the pencils and the number of the rulers should be equal. So what I will do, very simple, we will find the LCM. We will find the LCM of the 60 and the 42, and then I will be able to tell how many packets of pen and how many packets of rulers are used. Because in one packet of pens there are 60 pens, and in one packet of rulers there are 42 rulers. So let me show you how this is done. We have to find the LCM of these two numbers. So the least common multiple. So the LCM, this is the technique to find the LCM. 60's prime factors I already know. That's 2 square into 3 into 5. 42's prime factors I don't know. So we will find the 42's prime factors. So this is how you find 2 divided with the 2, 21 divided with 3, you get 7, 7, 1. So the 42 is 2 into 3 into 7. If you want to find the LCM, in the LCM, the numbers which are common, we write them once, and we write the large power, the bigger power. The numbers which are common, I write them. The numbers which are not common, they are also taken in the LCM. So you will have 2 into 2 into 3 into 7 into 5, that's just 420. So you have to find 420 number of pens and 420 number of rulers. So in one packet of the pens, there were 60 pens. So 420 pens need 7 packs. And in one packet of the ruler, there were 42 rulers. So you want 420 rulers. So you will have to buy 420 divided by 42, and that will be 10 packs. So you need 7 packs of pen and 10 packs of ruler. A question on the LCM. So 7 and 10. Okay, so our answer is right. So next question coming up on your screen is question number 15. He says, okay, the question number 15 is showing up on your screen. He says a point A has a position vector 3, -7, and AB is -5, 12. Find the coordinates of the point B. Here we will apply the formula of the position vectors in the AB. If you have AB, the position vector formula will be OA plus AB equals to OB. AB will be written as OA plus AB equals to OB. And from there, I will find the value of the OB, and that will be the coordinates of the point B. Let me show you. Okay, so OA plus AB equals to OB, and OB will be equals to 3. OA is given 3 minus 7, and AB is -5, 12. So you will have -2, and downstairs you will have 7. So the coordinates of the B are OB is position vector of the B, and that also represents the coordinates of the B. So the coordinates of the B are -2, 5, -2, 5. Never forget how to write the position vector. Okay. So the next question coming up on your next part coming up on your screen is its B part. He says find the magnitude of the AB. The magnitude formula for the AB is x squared plus y squared, square root on both of them. So you will have the square root of the x squared plus y squared. So x is -5 whole square plus 12 whole square. -5 whole square will be plus 25 plus 144, and that will be 169. When you take the square root of the 169, that will be 13. That will be 13. So this is how you do the question number 15 and its B part. Let me show you the marking scheme. So the -2, 5 is the answer of the A part, and 13 is the B part. So we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is question number 16. Here we go. He says, the question is a 4-sided spinner numbered 1 to 4 is spun many times. The table shows the results of the spin. So number 1 came out 6 times, number 2 came out 5 times, number 3 came out 13 times, and 4 came out how many times? Okay. So the mean of the result is 3. So we know the mean of the results. So what's the value of the P? Okay, very simple. For finding the mean, this is called the X, this is called the frequency, and I have to make a column here of the Fx. Fx means F and the X multiplied with each other. And you know the formula for the mean is summation fx equal summation fx divided by the summation f. So it's a 3-mark question, very simple. Let me show you my solution. Okay, so here we go. This is how you do it. Question number 16. The mean is summation fx divided by summation f. Summation fx means the first column is x and the second column is f. You multiply their entries, you get fx. Then you sum up all the values in the fx column, and you sum up all the values in the f column. So then you can enter the values here. So the mean is already given to us. That's 3. So 1 multiply 6 plus 2 multiply 5 plus 3 multiply 13 plus 4 multiply p divided by the sum of the frequency will be 6 plus 5 plus 13 plus p, and that will be 24 plus p. So you will have 55 plus 4p divided by 24 plus p equals to 3. So cross multiply here. So you will have 3 into 24 plus p equals to 55 plus 4p. So you will have 72 plus 3p equals to 55 plus 4p. 72 minus 55 equals to 4p minus 3p. So p will be equals to 17. So this is the A part of the question number 16. So we found the value of the p, that is 17. Okay, so here we go. He says find the relative frequency of the spinner landing on 2. So landing on 2, its frequency is 5, and the sum of the frequencies will be put the p value 17 here and add them up. Okay, so let me show you. So the total frequency will be 24 plus p, and that will be 41. 24 plus 17, that will be 41. So the relative frequency of getting the 2 is the frequency. Its frequency is 5, and the total frequency is 41. So the relative frequency will be 5 by 41. Relative frequency is like finding the probability of anyone. So here we go. Let's look at our marking scheme. 17 and 5 by 41. So our answers are right. So now we move to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is here. He says factorize. So he says factorize is a 1-mark question. 4b square minus c square. You can see both these terms which have a negative between them, they are perfect squares. So there is a negative between the perfect square. If there is a negative between the perfect squares, you can write them as a product of their sum and their difference. So let me show you. This is that famous formula: a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So 4b square can be written as 2b whole square minus c can be written, c square can be written c whole square. So 2 perfect square and negative between them. So you can write them in one bracket. You will write 2b plus c, their sum, and in the other bracket you will write them 2b minus c. So this is a very famous and easy factorization. Question number 17, A part. Remember this answer. So let's go to the next part. He says next part here is the two marks of factorization. X squared plus 5x minus 6. So here you have to do the midterm breaking. You multiply the extreme terms, you get minus 6, and you have to write those two, the pairs by whom multiplying you get 6. So it will be 1 multiply 6 and 2 multiply 3. But here with the third term, you can see the sign with the third term is negative. So by subtract, I have to choose that pair which by subtraction will give you 5, and by multiplying it will give you 6. So 1 and 6 is that pair which by multiplying will give you 6, and by subtraction it will give you 5. And when you subtract, you have to give them different signs because you want the answer positive 5. So with the larger number, put a positive sign. With the smaller number, put a negative sign. So with the 6, I will put positive sign, and with the 1, I will put the negative sign. This is midterm breaking. Let me show you on paper how we have done it on the paper. So my dear students, oh my God, mouse is stuck. Okay, so here we go. So x squared plus 5x minus 6. I will do the midterm breaking. In the midterm breaking, both the extreme terms remain the same. The middle term is broken. So you will have x squared plus 6x minus 6. So from the first two terms, I will take x common. So when I will take here from here x common, so in the bracket I will have x plus 6. From the last two term, I can take -1 common. So you will have inside the bracket, you will have x plus 6. So now in these two terms, I can take this bracket x plus 6 common. So I will take that x plus 6 common. So you will have x minus 1 into x plus 6. Hopefully you understand how this factorization is done. So that is how you do question number 17 and its B part. So let's have a look at the marking scheme and confirm our answers. So my dear student, these are the two answers and our answers are perfect. Okay, so let's move to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen is, here we go. Let me reduce the size so you can see the whole thing. Here we have question number 18 is showing up. The region R is defined by these inequalities. So what we have to do? It's a 4-mark question. He says find and label the region R. Okay, so let me show you. Let me increase the size. Okay. Okay, so we were on question number 18, and here we have x equals to 1. So draw x equals to 1 is a vertical line. So draw a line here. X equals to 5. It's a vertical line. Draw a line here. Y equals to 0. So draw a line here. This is that line, y equals to 0. And this is y equals to 4. This is this line, y equals to 4. And then you have this line, y equals to 3 minus x. Either you can do it mentally or you can make a table for it. And this is y equals to 3 minus x. So at 0, it will be 3, put a dot here. At 1, it will be 2, put a dot here. At 2, it will be 1, it put a dot here. At 3, it will be 0. So then join these dots and you will get this line. Then according to this, these inequalities, we can shade. So let me show you. I have done this on a paper also. So let me go. So here you see, this is that line x equals to okay, so my dear students, there were, I think this inequality was given. X is greater than 1. You will draw the line x equals to 1. It's a vertical line, so you will draw this red line, x equals to 1. And because x is greater than 1, so you will have to remain to the right side of this line. The second inequality is x is equals to 5. Basically, it is x less than or equals to 5. So you will draw x equals to 5. This is a vertical line, this red line, you can see that. I've drawn this. Because x is smaller than 5, so you have to remain on the left side of this line. So you have to remain on the left side. Then the next inequality is y is equals to 0. Y equals to 0 is this blue line. And the real inequality is that y is greater than and equals to, y is greater than or equals to 0. So you have to remain above this line. The next inequality is y is equals to 4. You will draw this line. It's a horizontal line, y equals to 4. And it's a blue color line I have drawn. And y is less than or equal to 4 means you have to remain below this line. Because the crocodile's mouth is, the crocodile's back is towards y. So you will have to remain below this line. Then there was a third inequality given, y equals to 3 minus x. I will draw a table. And I will put some values of the x, and those values of the x are 1, 2, 0. At 0, it will give you y3, put a dot here. At 1, it will give you y2. At x equals to 2, it will give you y1, put a dot here. And x3, y will be 0, put a dot here. So I have done the table mentally, and then join these points. This green color line will be formed. Here the crocodile's mouth is towards the y, so you will have to remain above this line because the crocodile's mouth is towards the y and the y is positive. So this is that area which is defined by all these inequalities, and you have to label it as R. So you can see we have labeled it as R. So this is how you will do this question. So I hope that you have understood this question. So let's hopefully you understand this question. Here we go. So let's have a look at the answer space. What the answer is, it says this is the answer for question number. This was the answer for question number 17, and this is the answer for the question number 18. So now move to the next question. Next question coming up is about the sets. He says, question number 19, A part, he says the universal set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The set X is 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. And the set Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He says find the X intersection Y. This symbol is for the intersection, and that means here in the intersection we write those members in X and Y which are common to both the X and Y, which are present in both X and Y. So I will write curly brackets, and in the curly brackets I will write 2, 3, 5, the curly bracket close. Let me show you. So 2, 3, and 5. So this is how you do question number 19. It's A part. Then the next part, he's asking you to find out a number K is chosen at random from the universal set. Find the probability that the K does not belongs to X union Y. So the K member should be not in X, nor it should be in the Y. So the X union, we can, let me show you how this is done. First of all, I will find the X union Y. The X union Y means you write all the members of X and Y, but do not repeat any member. So X union Y will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11. So there are 8 members in the X union Y, and there are 12 members in the universal set. So if you want the probability that K does not belongs from the X union Y, so there are 4 members in the universal set which are not present in the X union Y. So the probability will be 4 by 12, and that will be 1 by 3. Hopefully you understand this. Okay, so let's check the answers, and here we go. So our answers are right, but we have this B part also. Here we go. In the B part, he says on the Venn diagram, shade the set A intersection B union C whole complement. So B union C whole complement means that the B and the C full circle, and you have to remain out of them. B and the C full circles, and you have to remain out of both the B and the C. So out of B and C will be this whole region. This whole region will be out of the B and the C. So, but we have to take that portion out of B and C, which is common with the A. So out of B and C, which is common with the A, will be this portion. So I will share this one. It's a 1 mark question. Let me show you the answer. So here we go. This is how you will shade this. So let's check from the marking scheme, what the marking scheme says. Okay, so this is how they have shown on the marking scheme. So next question coming up on your screen is question number 20. Here we have, he says these are the first 5 terms of a sequence: 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. The 1 number question is find the next number in the sequence. The next number in the sequence, first of all, we have to find out from this pattern that what is the rule for getting the next term. So here from 4 multiplied 2 will be 8, 8 multiplied 2 will be 16, 16 multiplied 2 will be 32, 32 multiplied 2 will be 64. So the find the next number, so that will be 64 multiplied 2. So let me show you. Question number 20, and it's A part. So that will be 2 multiplied 64, and that will be 128. So, okay, so let's move to the next part. It says the nth term of the sequence above is 2 raised to power n plus 1. Write down an expression in terms of n for the nth term of these sequences. So by using these two, I know the nth term, the formula for the nth term of this sequence. It is given 2 raised to power n plus 1. And I want to know what is the nth term of this sequence. So I will try to catch the pattern. So check what happened here. 4 and 1. What's the relationship? 4 minus 3 will give you 1. 8 and 5. 8 minus 3 will give you 5. 16 minus 3 will give you 13. 32 minus 3 will give you 29. 64 minus 3 will give you 61. So the nth term of this will be the nth term of this minus 3. So this is how you find the nth term. This is how you catch the pattern. Hopefully you understand. So the pattern, the nth term of the second pattern will be 2n plus 1 and minus 3. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Here we have a sequence that says 10, 19, 32, 53, and 90, and so. So we have to find, and the method is again the same. Let me reduce the size to show you what is the methodology of doing this. You see, here we go. So now I will try to find out what is the relationship between this and this. So you will not be able to find any relation directly with these two. There's nothing you can add and you get this one and same add and this one. So what I will do, I will subtract this sequence from this sequence. I will subtract this, and I will get a certain sequence, and I will find its nth term, and I will just after this I will write that here. Okay, so let me show you how this is done. And the last part is tricky. Okay. So from the sequence whose the nth term you want to find out, that's 10, 19, 32, 53, 90. The first sequence I will subtract 6. From here you get 11. From here you get 16. From here you get 21. From here, so you check how is this sequence which is to be added. That's 5, 5, 5, 5. So I can find the nth term of this sequence, and because a certain number is added here. So its nth term you can find by the formula. If a certain number is added, is a plus d bracket n minus 1. A means the first term in that sequence, and d means the common difference. So it is 6 plus 5 bracket n minus 1. So it will be 6 plus 5n minus 5. It will be 5n plus 1. So the nth term of this sequence will be the nth term of this sequence plus this. Okay, so 2 raised power n plus 1 plus 5n plus 1 is a star question. It's not easy question. This last two parts, 2 marks, that number was. The last part, which is of I think two numbers, is not easy. It's a star part. I can hope that you have understood that how we have done this. Okay, so question number 21 is coming up on your screen, but before that, let's go to the marking scheme. 128. Yeah, our answers are right. So hopefully you understand. That last part was not easy. Okay, so here we have a question from the chapter functions. He says f of x is equals to 6 divided by 2 minus x. And he says find f of minus 1. So it means f of minus 1 means that in the formula, wherever you have the x, substitute x with the minus 1 and find the value. Very simple. So it's a simple procedure. So let me show you. So here we go. F of minus 1 will be f of minus 1 will be equals to, in that formula, in the place of x, I will substitute with the minus 1. So 6 divided by 2 minus 1. So it will be 6 divided by 2 plus 1, and that will be 3. So 6 by 3 will be 2. So question number 21A part, the answer will be 2. Okay. So the next part, he says he wants you to find out the inverse of this function. This is that function. He wants you to find out the inverse of this function. It's a 3 marks question, very simple and a straightforward question. So let me show you how this is done. And here we go. So question number 21, it's B part. We will suppose that let f of x is equal to y. So I will take the f to the other side. It will become, so the y will be, so the x will be here. Let me show you. Let me get a mistake here. So this is supposed to be x. So x will be equals to the f inverse of y. This, right, this thing. Okay, because the f, when it goes to the other side, it become inverse. So x is equals to f inverse of y. Now in this original formula where you suppose that let f of x is equals to y, put that formula 6 divided by 2 minus x equals to y. Take this to the other side. 6 is equals to y into 2 minus x. So you will have bring this y to this side and make the x alone. So bring this here and take this fraction to that side. So x is equals to 2 minus 6 by y. So in the place of x, I can put f inverse of y. In the place of the x, I can write f inverse of y equals to 2 minus 6 by y. So f inverse of x will be 2 minus 6 by x. So this is how you do this question, and it's very easy. Okay, so hopefully you understand. Okay, so now let's look at the, he says f of t is equals to f of 5t plus 2. So in the formula of the f, in the place of x, I will put t, and I will make it equals to, in the formula of the f, I will put 5t plus 2 in the place of x, and then I will equate them, and I will try to find out the value of the t. And it's a 3-mark question. It's a 3-mark question. Okay, so it's not difficult. It's easy. So let's see how we have done this. Okay, f of t is equal to f of 5t plus 2. So in the place of x, I will substitute t on the left side, and in the place of x, I will substitute 5t plus 2. So you will have 6 divided by 2 minus t equals to 6 divided by, and the signs of, because of the negative sign outside, it will be changed, 5t minus 2. So you will have 6 divided by 2 minus t, 6 divided by minus 5t is left. So cross multiply, 6 into 2 minus t equals to 6 into minus 5t. So 12 minus 6t equals to minus 30t. So minus 6t plus 30t equals to minus 12. So 24t equals to minus 12. So t will be equals to minus 12 divided by 24, and t will be equals to minus 1 by 2. So the value of the t is minus 1 by 2 or minus 0.5, you can say. So this is how you do this. So let's have a look at them. We are done with this question. So we are going to the next question, question number 22. But before going there, let's have a look at the marking scheme. So here we go. Question number 21, 2 is the answer. And then you have, I think our answer was also 2. Let's have a look. Yeah, our answer was also 2. Yeah. Our answers are perfect. Okay, so our answers are right. Now we are going to the next question. That's question number 22. Okay, so here we go. He says, here a diagram is given to you. ACD and the BCE are straight lines. AB is parallel to ED. Prove that the triangle ABC is similar to the triangle DEC. Give a reason for each statement that you make. Okay, so it's a very easy peasy question. This question is coming from the congruency and the similarity of the triangles. Okay, so very easily we can prove, you see that this angle and this angle, they will be equal to each other because they are alternate angles to each other. This angle and this angle will be equal to each other. The reason is they are alternate angles. And then this angle and this angle will be equal to each other because they are vertically opposite angles. So So when you have proven that in these two triangles, three angles are equal to each other, you can say that the triangle ABC will be congruent to the triangle DEC. And the reason will be this angle similarity test. It's a 3-mark question. Let me show you how we have done this, and let's see. Okay, so here we go. He says triangle DCE will be equal to the triangle ACB. They are vertically opposite. The angle, sorry, I said triangle. This is angle. Angle CDE is equal to the angle CAB, and this is alternate angles. The angle CBA is equal to the angle CED. They are alternate angles. So we can say that the triangle ABC is similar to the triangle DEC, and by the angle similarity test. Angle similarity test. Angle similarity test means that when you are comparing two triangles with each other, if you find that the two angles in one triangle and the two angles in the other triangle, they are same, we can say they are similar. This is called angle similarity test. So this is how you do question number 22 and A part. So let's move. Hopefully you understand this argument writing is very important. Okay, so the next question coming up on your screen, try to understand. He says the AB is 6 centimeter and the ED is 2 centimeter. The area of the triangle ABC is 45 centimeter. Calculate the area of the triangle DEC. Area of the triangle DEC. From their names, you can see AB divided by DE equals to BC, and divided by BC divided by EC, and AC equals to divided by AC divided by DC. This is how you write that ratio of the sides. And we have the AB divided by the ED or DE, you can say, and they are corresponding sides of the similar triangles. And you know that in the similar shapes, the ratio of the areas is equals to the ratio of the sides, and you take square of it. So I can write here area 1 by area 2. Area 1 by area 2 is equals to side 1 by side 2 whole square. So let me show you how this is done. You see, the area of the triangle ABC divided by the area of the triangle, area of the triangle DEC will be equal to the AB divided by the ED whole square. Area of the triangle ABC is given, that's 45, and the AB is 6 and the ED is 2, so whole square on it. So I want to find out the area of the triangle DEC. So 45 divided by area is equals to 36 divided by 4. You just cross multiply it. So the area will be 45 multiplied 4 divided by 36. So 4 1s are 4, 9s are 36. So 9 1s are 9, 5s are 45. So the area of the triangle DEC will be 5 centimeters square. So this is how you do question number 22B part. Okay, so let's have a look at the marking scheme and see what the marking scheme has to say. So our answer is right. This is the argument which you have to write, and it's coming from the chapter Congruency and Similarity. That chapter was in D3, New Syllabus Mathematics 7th edition, and it's chapter number 11. I hope you have done that chapter. Okay, so let's move to the next question, and the next question coming up on your screen is, he says, very easy question. He says expand and simplify. Okay, so expand and simplify, very easy. You have to multiply these two brackets with each other. So x will multiply with the second bracket plus 5 will multiply with the second bracket, and then we simplify it. Let me show you how this is done. So here we go. So question number 23 is showing up on your screen, and it says, okay, so you have to multiply these two brackets. So x will multiply with the second bracket plus 5 will multiply with the second bracket. So you will have x squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 10. So x squared minus 2x plus 5x, that's plus 3x minus 10. So you will have x squared plus 3x minus 10. That's our final answer. Hopefully you understand. So let's have a look at the marking scheme for a quick. x squared plus 3x minus 10. So our answer is also the same. So our answer is right. Then we have the next part, and in the next part they say it's a 3 marks question, very easy. It's coming from the book D2. D2 is the book which we are studying for the O levels in Pakistan. Okay, so write as a single fraction in its simplest form. So here you have two fractions and you have to add them. So whenever you want to add two fractions with each other, we have to find their LCM. You have to write their LCM. Basically, you have to make their denominators same. So it's a 3 mark question. We have to write them in a single fraction. Okay, so here we go. So I will take the LCM, and you can see in both these brackets will be the LCM. This will be multiplied with x plus 5. This will be multiplied with x minus 4. So upstairs you will have 3x plus 15 plus 2x minus 8. Downstairs, these two, when they will be in the LCM, they will then multiply with each other. So this is how you write it. So you will have x squared plus 5x minus 4x minus 20 in the downstairs. Upstairs you will have 5x plus 7. Downstairs you will have x squared plus 5x minus 20. So this is how you will do your question number 23B part. I hope you understand. So let's have a look at the marking scheme for question number 23. And I think question number 23. So here we go, question number 23. So our answers are right. Let's have a look at the answer. Okay, so our answers are right. Yes, they're right. Okay, so let's move to the next part. That was question number, I think, 23B part. Now we are going to the question number 24. Oh. Here we have a matrix is given, a 2 by 2 matrix, 2 rows, 2 columns, and he wants you to find out a square. When you want to find out a square, you simply multiply a with a. So let me show you how this is done. So here we go. Okay, so here you have the matrix A and a square. We have to find out. A square means a multiplied with the a. From the first matrix, you will take the rows, and from the second matrix, you will take the columns. You multiply them with each other. So from here, I will take the row number 1, and from here, I will take the column number 1. I multiply, you get minus 30 plus 36 plus 2. Then the first row will multiply with the second column, and I will write this answer here. It will be minus 12 plus 8. Then the second row will start multiplying. It will multiply with the first column here. You will have minus 6 plus 4. Then the second row will multiply with this second column. So this answer will be written here. So it will be 1 multiplied 2 will be 2 plus 4 multiplied 4 will be 16. So it will be 38, it will be minus 4, it will be minus 2, and this will be 18. So this is the value of the a square. This is how we try to find out this. So that was the question number 24. Let's have a look at the marking scheme, check whether our answer is right or not. 38 minus 4 minus 2 and 18. Oh, our answer is right. Okay, so let's move to the next part. The next part is, he says, here is a matrix B given. It has a variable x minus 5, 2, minus 3. He says find the value of the x when the determinant of the b is minus 2. So the determinant is already given. So we have to find how you find the determinant. You multiply these two members along this diagonal with each other, then minus, then multiply these two members along this diagonal, and that will be equal to minus 2. So let me show you how this is done. Okay, so here we go. So determinant of the b is already given to us. It is equals to the minus 2. So we know that b is equals to x minus 5 to minus 3. So the determinant is you multiply these two members along this diagonal, x multiply with minus 3, and then we have a negative in the formula. Then multiply these two members along this diagonal with each other. So you will have minus 3x plus 10. So you will have, and that is equals to -2. It is given in the question. So you will have -2 minus 10 equals to -3x. So -12 divided by -3, and that will be 4. So the value of the x will be 4. So let's have a look at the marking scheme. So let's have a look at the marking scheme. And here we go. So it's 4. So our answer is right. So my dear students, we have reached the So my dear students, today we have done October November 2021 1 paper. This is paper 1 of the mathematics, and this paper belongs from the zone 1, or you can say the variant 1. So the time allowed for this paper was 2 hours, and the scientific or any kind of calculator was not allowed in this paper. So we have reached the end of this paper. I have tried my best to try to explain you how this paper is solved. Before ending this paper, I will again like to thank my student Mina Kyum, because this paper she has actually solved, and then I have made its PowerPoint presentation. She has solved this paper under my supervision. So once again, thank you very much, my dear daughter Mina Kyum. So if you think this video has helped you, if you think this video has helped you to solve this paper 1 and has helped you to understand some of the concepts of some mathematics, don't forget to like this video. Share the link of this video onto your Facebook account and onto your Instagram and onto your Twitter accounts, because that will help me to promote my channel. Your support is like oxygen for my lungs. So thank you very much. It's a great pleasure for me to teach you online. Thank you very much once again, everybody. Have a good day. God bless you all.